rocking, bro.
We're rocking with or without you. How do you?
With or without you.
With or without you, MACG. We move.
Hey yo, what it do, good people? The reason why you clicked to this video, it's because of you wanna know how much does Usol Penduka charge on a gig, a 30-minute gig. So I put it upon myself, drafted an email, sent an email to manager Yaga Sol, sent an email to manager Yaga MACG. And I also sent one to Lindo's manager. I also sent one to Piano Hub, which is the Kabza squad. And then I also sent one to Jezik, I think. And then I only got feedback from Usol Penduka, MACG, and Piano Hub, and then also from Lindo. But Lindo and the Piano Hub, I won't get much into it because of there's just too much details that were required. So what I did was I sent an email to the entire record company or the record label. So they wanted me to be specific on which artist do I want, and then they wanted me to be specific on the gig. They wanted me to be specific on the safety of the artist. They wanted me to be specific on the just a lot, man. It was a lot, and then I ended up letting that one go. But what I appreciate to Sol no MACG, their managers were just straight to the point. This is how much you need to pay if you want to book this person from this time to that time. That was it. So the email that I drafted was that I'm currently cooking up an event at the Kagiso Stadium. So that event will be done on this specific date. I gave the date on the email, and then I said it'll start in the evening. So anything after 5. However, the artist that I'm booking is for him to play at the event between 5:30 and 6 o'clock. So it's 5:30 and then 6 p.m. That's about 30 minutes. That's a set, a 30-minute set. So I sent that to Sol, sent that to MACG. They both have different managers. And then I got feedback from a manager Yaga Sol. And then I also got feedback from a manager Yaga MACG. So they both charge the same amount. But there's Yaga MACG, man. Hey, it went from 0 to 100 real quick. So for Sol, the manager came back and said it'll be 15,000. So if you wanna book Sol for 30 minutes, you must make sure that you have 15,000. 1-5. You must have 15,000 in your pockets to just book Sol for 30 minutes. And that does not include him pushing the show on his social platforms. That does not include him pushing the show on Podcast and Chill. That's just you paying Usol and then Usol coming on his own to do a 30-minute set, and then he bounces. And then if you remember, there was a show in Podcast and Chill where he listed his riders. So you must make sure that you have Granger on the table, which is around 600. He's also a fan of beer, so you must have like maybe 12 pack, which is, I'm not sure of beer, but I think it should be around 300. So, and then there's a champagne that he wants, and then but for Amarida Gasol, you're looking at, when we round it off, it's basically around 2,000 that you'll be spending on Amarida Gasol. So it'll be that 15,000 for Sol to get to the gig, and 2,000 that you have to spend on the riders. So Sol alone, you're looking at 17,000 just for him to come to your gig for 30 minutes, and he will be there to play. He's not being there just for glitz and glamour. He's there to work. So he charges 17,000. You have to spend 17,000 on Usol Penduka just for 30 minutes. And then MACG, the manager came back, responded, I think the same week as Usol's manager, said MACG will charge 15,000. And then Rider Waga MACG, it's similar to Usol's rider. So you also have to add another 2,000 for Ama rider. So it's 17,000 that you have to spend on MACG just to come and DJ for 30 minutes. However, 3 days after receiving that email, AF 15,000, the managers then sent me another email, said, hey, if the gig is still on, if the gig is still happening, and if you still want MACG to be at the show, the price is now 18,000. 1-8 for 30 minutes. And then I also have to add that 2K for Yama Rider. So it's 20,000 just for 30 minutes. 30 minutes might be a lot to other people, but for me, man, 30 minutes is for 18K. Dude. Hey. But dudes are making money. Dudes are making money. There's people who can afford such amount, and there's people who can even afford more. You understand? But I feel ukuthi they were supposed maybe to do a research ukuthi ikagiso ikasele njani, and I told them that it's a birthday event, nothing huge. I'm expecting about a crowd of about 200 people. The tickets will not be sold, and I thought ukuthi it will drop the price a bit, but it did not. So Penduga wants 15K, and then I also have to have 2K aside to spend on riders. And then MACG wants 18,000. I also have 2K to spare to spend on riders. So both of these guys, so it'll be 17K plus 18K to get both on a gig. And that is excluding them promoting the show on their social platforms. That is excluding them promoting your show on the Podcast and Chill. If you want them to promote your show on Podcast and Chill, that's a whole different bag, because a Podcast and Chill per day they get over 3,000 views. So they will charge you based on that. And I think for an episode, if you want them to promote your gig in a specific episode, then at least you must have something like 30 to 40K per episode. Yep, that's how it goes. If you're interested in booking the guys, I'll try by all means to link up the emails just here on the video, so that you can get the emails of their managers, and then you can send those emails and book the guys to come play at your events. And then if you want to promote your show in the Podcast and Chill, you can also send an email to MACG's manager, because he manages the whole team, your podcast. He will give you a quotation also on how they charge for them to promote that specific event on their show. But besides that, this is what I want to share. If you liking the content, what I do basically is reaction videos. If you subscribe to what I do, please click on the sub button, and then you can also like the video and share the video. But even if you don't subscribe, the least that you can do is just share the video and then like the video. We out.